The adventures never end. Stay tuned to find out what happened to me today. Ay, ay, ay. Hey y'all, RoamTownGirl here, and today is another horror story from the road. Oh my god. Okay guys, want to tell them what happened? Did we break down again? Did we break down again? We broke down again. I don't know what's with Scout in New Mexico, but every time we're here, he breaks down. In all fairness, Scout has broken down all over the place. Okay, you guys stay. Don't come out. We're on a freeway here. Stay, Shelby. Look at how much better I'm handling things this time. It's not the breakdown that upsets me and gets me freaked out. It was because I was on a deserted highway. This time, I am not on a deserted highway. I should probably be more concerned for my safety though. So check this out. See that? I was making a transition from one freeway to another. As soon as I started the transition, I had no power when I was pressing on the gas. That's what happened last time. It was a clogged fuel filter. So I coasted all the way around until here. But as you can see, it goes uphill. So I couldn't go any further. See? They were supposed to send the police to kind of make sure people don't hit me, but that hasn't happened. I've called CoachNet. Oh, I should be inside waiting for my phone call. They're gonna call me and tell me when the tow truck is coming. I called the RV park where I'm supposed to stay tonight, and they're holding a spot for me. I'm just gonna get towed there, and then we're gonna figure this out. But I just wanted to show you, no freaking out, no crying. Of course, I'm a bit upset. I just had an oil change and everything, all the fluids checked. I just did everything because I knew I was making this big trip. So, color me surprised, and I'm really curious to find out what crapped out. Also, I wanted to see where the policeman was. No policeman or police lady. It's like a hot mess in here because when I travel, I put things in places so they won't fall, and it's kind of hard to navigate in here. But if it wasn't hot, I would have them tow me to whatever place was going to do the servicing and then let them fix it. But in this case, it's hot. I'm one day away from cooler temperatures. Hopefully I'm still gonna get there tomorrow, no problem. So I'm in an RV park because I need the electricity so I can have air conditioning because it's flipping hot still. But I'm so close, so close. All right, I'll keep you posted. But I'm so proud of myself. Aren't you proud of me? Oh my God, I spoke too soon. I did have a complete short circuit event. I did not capture it on film. It was pretty extreme, but I'll try to recapture what happened. So I was sitting on the side of the road waiting for CoachNet to send a police person to direct traffic around me because I was kind of in a dangerous spot, and waiting for CoachNet to call me back. The dispatchers were gonna call me and give me an ETA for a tow truck coming to get me. And they were gonna tow me to this RV park where I am. And then I was gonna deal with getting a mobile mechanic or whatever. We were gonna figure it out. And interestingly enough, the last people who touched my engine stuff was Jiffy Lube, and there's a Jiffy Lube right next door. So that was very convenient. Anyway, what happened was, while I was sitting on the side of the road, I had tried twice. It, you know, kind of waited a little bit, and I had turned over the engine, which the engine turned over just fine. The problem was, as soon as I stepped on the gas, no power. I've since learned that's called no throttle. I had no throttle. And that's exactly what happened with the clogged fuel filter a year ago when I had that whole nightmare and that whole video, and I'll put that up in the corner if you haven't seen it yet. Get some popcorn, sit down. It was quite the drama-rama. I was waiting in the back of the RV. I'd let the dogs out of the crates. They always travel in crates. That's RoamTownGirl public service announcement. Always have your dogs somewhat protected and constrained. Just God forbid something should happen while you're traveling. Spoiler alert, you're gonna be able to tell me I should take my own advice. I was texting one friend to contact the RV park here and let them know what was going on. I wanted to keep the phone line clear for CoachNet to call me back. Anyway, so I get it in my head, I'm gonna see what happens. It's been about a half hour now, 45 minutes. And I, turn the engine over, which it started fine, and I step on the gas and it goes. So I think, okay, I'm gonna move the RV out of this awful position I'm in and get off at the next exit. And that way at least I'll be, in a safer zone. The next couple exits weren't actually off ramps as much as they were interchanges to other highways. And I thought, oh God, this is gonna get very confusing. Well, so now I'm cruising down the road and I think, I'm only 13 miles from this RV park, so I'm gonna see how far I can get. But when I got in the front of the RV, I really wasn't prepared to drive. I don't have the phone, the dogs are loose. So I pull over to the side, I'm gonna get my phone, I'm gonna crate the dogs, and I'm gonna continue on my way. And no sooner do I pull over than I realize I had gotten out of the RV to shoot the footage that I showed earlier. And when I came forward to try the engine again, I did it from within the RV in the pass-through. So I had not secured the side door. The side door was open the whole time I was driving on the freeway. And so now I'm petrified. The dogs were loose. Somebody must have fell out. So I am screaming. I don't see them. Shelby, Wesley. And I see Shelby on the couch. She's like pressed into the corner, but I can't find Wesley. And I'm screaming, Wesley, Wesley. And he's nowhere. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he fell out on the freeway. But what was going on was I was screaming so extremely. I was so hysterical. He had gone in the crate and he was kind of tucked way far deep in there. He didn't know what was going on. Thank God, thank God, thank God nobody fell out of the RV. But that's why you always crate them. And oh my God, a lot of times the wind will blow that door open and I have hats and I have a whole bunch of that. Everything always goes flying. And I thought, oh, I probably lost all my hats. No, everything stayed put. I have no idea how that happened, but it did. I did have a freak out, but with good cause. And the adrenaline is still pumping from that. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to sleep tonight. I just got myself all worked up. I got to the RV park. I went over to Jiffy Lube. The guy thought everything looked okay. He suggested that I call a regular mechanic, not a Jiffy Lube mechanic. And I was going to go in the morning, but this man was so nice. He's like, where are you? I'll come over in a couple hours. And he did. And he looked at Scout and I thought, oh God, what's going on with Scout now? The mechanic said everything looks good. His sense was that it was something sensor and computer driven, like maybe the temperature got a little hot, maybe I was flooring it too much going up a hill, which was a little tip I got, which I'll tell you about in a minute. The other possibility was, Scout always, the needle moves a little bit when I go up hills. He doesn't go all the way hot to overheat, but he moves. And so then I tend to put the heat on and let it come through the vents. And, as soon as we level off again, his needle goes back to center. It's possible, again, the computer system thought that the temperature was going a little high, the engine was working a little hard, cut it off. Anyway, his name was Mino, and he feels like I'm not gonna have any issues driving the rest of the way tomorrow to my final destination. And he promised me, he gave me his card and he said, if I do break down, I can call him and he will come get me. Oh, and apparently the way that I would probably normally go, I guess, there's a whole big section of no cell coverage. Oh my God, can you imagine if I broke down again with no cell service? So he told me a route to go where I just have a little 1.5 mile piece of no cell service. So, oh my God, we're gonna have quite the adventure tomorrow. Or not. Hopefully we'll sleep well tonight. And by tomorrow, I will be in my wonderful cooler temperatures. So the two tips that Mino gave me, one was about overheating. and I'll show you that. See how it says normal? Apparently, as long as it doesn't go to the A of the word normal, you're okay. As soon as it goes to the A, then you're in trouble. I didn't know that one, did you? And the other was about going up hills. If you floor it when you go up hills and you're trying to get more power, you actually give it too much fuel, and then there's more fuel than the engine can burn, and that can trip the sensor and the computer to cut the engine off. It cuts the throttle. I learned that's how I got cut the throttle. It's better for your engine. Don't floor it going up an incline. Better to only depress the pedal halfway, 3/4 at most. No charge. And I was wondering what video was I gonna post this week. See? Always something. So if you got a kick out of my story or even learned something, give me a thumbs up. If you have some idea of what you think might have been going on with Scout, leave me a comment in the comments below. And as always, new subscribers are always appreciated. See you next time.